Hey guys, DField here, and welcome back to another episode of the Cube SMP Civil War season. How are you guys all doing on this fantastic wait, is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday. How are you guys all doing on this fantastic freaking Wednesday? Oh my gosh. It is early morning right now while I'm recording, so my voice probably sounds a little bit raspy, but the mornings are always the best time to record the Cube because you've got the entire server to yourself. Now guys, I cannot get over these elytra wings. These are so freaking fun to use. Like, even if you're just like messing around on the server, just like flying in general, it's so freaking cool. It's just so fun to do. Now guys, we've got a lot of things that I want to get done this morning, so hopefully we can get a lot of progress done before my live stream later today. But first things first, I don't know what's going on with the server, guys. Like, I don't know if it's been for everybody, but every single time I breed these cows, they literally just start like despawning. I'm not sure if something updated with the server and it's just literally like glitching out and the cows are dying. But as of recently, I've noticed that there have been so many cows just like disappearing and just like I don't know what's been going on. Like, I don't know if something changed on the server that made them like just despawn every freaking day, but it's so freaking annoying because every single time I need food, if you guys notice, I'm living on cooked mutton right now. Every single time I need food, everything is always gone, and then like obviously somebody replanted these, so like now I can't even rebreed the cows for a while. So not really sure what's going on with our cow problem, but it's been really freaking weird. Now over here, I want to update you guys on this. I've kind of been selectively breeding my villagers that you guys have seen over here, and you guys can probably tell there are now a lot of, like, there are a handful. Let me actually lower down the volume because these things can get quite annoying. There are a lot of librarians just hanging around my entire farm here. I've been kind of killing off the librarians that aren't producing books, or all the villagers that aren't producing books, but as you guys can see, there are actually some trades here that are actually really good. Like, we got infinity books there, we got punch 2 and fire aspect on that one. So I've literally just been kind of selectively breeding efficiency 4 and infinity 1 on that one. There's another, I think that's a cook though, I believe, but I've been killing all of the this sounds really freaking bad, but every single villager that is not a, like this one right here, I'm gonna show you right now. Oh god, please don't be mad at me, don't be mad at me in the comment section, guys. I've been killing all of the villagers that haven't been producing, so basically everything that's not a librarian, and I kill them so that we can go ahead and try to get more librarians in here, because obviously we want to get a mending book villager in this area right here. Now, for those of you guys who have been telling me, H-Bomb actually has 2 mending villagers, guys. 2 freaking mending villagers in his base. Now, obviously, it's like a secret base of his, so we don't know where it is. I don't even know where it is. I think the only person who knows where his secret base is himself, and I think maybe Grazer. I think because he like toured Grazer around. But H-Bomb has actually made a wishing well right over here. So let's go ahead, pop this book out. I'm gonna read you guys the instructions. If you're looking for a mending book, you've come to the right place. Get 11 emeralds and name them all mending with your name, and throw them into magic wishing well to summon the magic mending villager to your home. So this is basically the instructions. H-Bomb has made this awesome, cool looking wishing well with the new blocks. I can't wait to actually like build a build with these new purple blocks from the end. Like, I think I'm gonna be doing that sometime freaking soon. But I got my mending with 33 emeralds ready. I've been doing a lot of trades. If you guys noticed, all the villager paper trades were basically closed. It's because I've been collecting the emeralds for this one clip right here. And we're actually gonna get, what, 33, so 11. We're gonna get 3 mending books with this one. And as you guys can probably already tell, I've got mending and unbreaking 3 on my elytra, so that makes it so that will never, basically that'll never break. And I also have mending on my diamond pickaxe currently. Now, I do believe I have one more mending book somewhere, unless I placed it. Did I place it on one of my bodies or something? I can't remember. I know I had 3 mending books for sure, but I'm not entirely 100% positive. So here's the deal. If you guys didn't know, when I was hunting down my elytras, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in the last video, I actually ended up losing my full diamond set, like my full god set with Unbreaking 3 Prot 4. I took the past couple of days on stream and everything to kind of re-enchant everything, and you know, it didn't take too long, and I actually tried out the AFK fishing farm for the first time last night. Now, I want to see if I got any mending books. I highly doubt that I did because they are, you know, pretty freaking rare, but if I did get one last night, it's going to be in this loot pile over here. Now, I actually don't know what to do with all of these like bows right here. There's a lot of power 4 bows. Like, this is how I made my power 5 so easily. I literally just took one of the these things and I made a power 5 because they drop so freaking frequently, and AFKing overnight gets you like basically a full double, like a 3 stack of what is it called, of books and like a bunch of items in here. So it doesn't look like I got any special books in here. Not that's a freaking bummer. I actually was waiting in this episode to check what I got overnight, but I only AFK'd for a couple hours, so guess I just wasn't lucky this evening. I'm probably gonna try again later tonight. Obviously, fishing for the books is just so freaking easy, and you know, it's very, very profitable in our case. So hopefully we can get some more mending books that way while we wait for H-Bomb to deliver us our mending books. And guys, I have something freaking hilarious planned for Mr. Poke Digger today. So for those of you guys who watched the live stream previously, I took ideas all from you guys and basically made a mission for Mr. Poke for today's episode of his cube. So hopefully he does it. It's one of those things, guys, where it's kind of embarrassing for him to complete. It's a challenge. It's an initiation, if you may so will call it, and it's gonna be freaking funny if Poke decides to freaking do it. So last of all, we want to go ahead and discuss our next big project. So obviously, we're pretty stacked with gear. We've got almost 2 sets of diamond armor on for whatever the next war breaks out. But I actually want to go ahead and utilize these docks over here. I told you guys ages ago that these docks were going to be used for like a bunch of ship builds and all that stuff, and I just never got around to it. So I think I'm going to be doing that next. Like, I want to build a crazy, crazy, crazy looking ship. And by crazy ship, like, I'm planning on building like maybe like the Black Pearl from Pirates of the Caribbean. If you guys are familiar with that, I kind of want to build the Black Pearl, sort of. And then I kind of also want to build like maybe like a Christopher Columbus ship. So like one of the old like 18th, like 17th century ships that just like look epic. Like, you know, it matches along with like the South Side scenery. Like, it's kind of like an older looking ship, not one that everyone is kind of used to. So that's kind of my plans. That's what I want to do. I don't know if I'll actually do it, but hopefully, you never know, man. Like, maybe we'll get that done in the next couple of weeks. Like, we want to get that ship done. The only hard part about actually getting that ship done is collecting all the wood that we need. Like, I need to kind of make a spruce wood farm somewhere, not just these ones, because I need like a solid spruce farm that I can literally just go to every single morning or whatever and collect a bunch of spruce, because that is like, we're gonna need spruce, we're gonna need basically everything, a lot of oak. Like, I've got some stockpiled up in these chests down here, but at the end of the day, like, I'm almost 100% positive these ones are just definitely not going to be enough for that big project. So I'm pretty sure, I'm probably like 70% sure that ship is going to be the next big project that I do. And if I do build it, I kind of want to build it right here somewhere, like right along these docks, somewhere in this area, because a big looking ship on those docks would just look freaking amazing. And since we do have our Death Strider books, it's going to be so easy to work in the water. But yeah, I think that's it for right now. I'm going to go ahead and roll a clip right now of the amazing, hilarious things that we're going to attempt to make Poke Digger do. It's going to be freaking hilarious, guys. Oh my gosh. Hopefully he does it. Cross your fingers, guys. If you agree with the next clip, I need you guys to tweet at or to do whatever. Just contact Poke in whatever way you can and tell him to do the challenge on the cube. All right, guys. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let's go ahead and roll into the next couple of clips. The cube is coming right at you. All right, guys, so a quick backstory before I explain this mission for Mr. Poke. For those of you guys who haven't been keeping up with everybody else's series, Poke Digger 1 has officially joined the North Side. So with the Mafia deal going down a couple of days ago and us requesting Joe to convince Poke to join the North Side for our team, it has come to our conclusion that Poke is now, well, actually, Poke is now on North Side. Like, I'm not really sure what went down because I didn't really fully watch the episode that was like, that went down like with between Joe and Poke, but I'm almost 100% sure that Poke is now officially on the North Side. So what better way to welcome Mr. Poke into our team than to frickin' make him do an initiation task? Like, it's nothing easy. It's actually gonna be like kind of terrifying for Poke. It's gonna be one of those things that he probably has just never done before, like in a recording. So it's gonna be quite funny. But yesterday during the live stream, a bunch of our viewers, we were trying to decide on how to initiate Poke into the north side. Like, you can't just join our side for free, especially if you were a South Side member, you know, like you have to have some sort of initiation. So my stream team came up with a bunch of challenges for Poke. So what we decided to do is we have a book right here for Poke Digger at spawn, so he can grab this whenever. And we basically have the book, The Initiation, made by me and my stream family. So here we go. Basically, the quick gist of it is Poke's mission is to try to convince B, or Hey I'm B, to stay on the north side. Now, I'm not even sure. I haven't been watching B's episodes or anything, but I'm like, word on the street is she's really, really close to getting convinced by B to stay over there or to go to the south side. And I can't do it. I can't do it, you know? So we're going to give Mr. Poke a challenge to try to convince B to stay. So here we go. Hello, Mr. Poke. I see that you've decided to join the north side. The council has requested that you complete a trial of initiation before you are fully accepted as a Team Northside member. Oh my gosh. Your mission, if you choose to accept, is to try to convince B to stay on the north side. The community has provided you with a list of pickup lines that you must use in order to convince her to stay. Use at least 5 of these pickup lines. Now guys, my stream yesterday, we came up with 10 hilarious pickup lines for Poke to try to use in a conversation with B in order to convince her to stay on the north side. Now the challenge is, he can't just spit out these pickup lines. He has to make sure that he incorporates them into a conversation with B, trying to convince her somehow. So it's gonna be a challenge for Poke to try to do some of these. Now, guys, I bear in mind some of these jokes are kind of a little dirtier. So for those of you guys who are a bit younger, you guys might find these offensive. But guys, these are freaking hilarious. I was dying on stream of laughter. All of these pickup lines were picked by you guys on my stream, and basically, you know, some people Googled them, some people found them on YouTube videos, etc., etc. But we gathered the best of the best, and here we go. Number 1. Wait, actually, you must have a normal conversation with B. You have oh my gosh, I can't even talk right now. You must have a normal conversation with B while incorporating some of these lines into the dialogue. So obviously, just basically what I said, he's got to somehow fit 5 of these lines into normal conversation. So number 1, honey, do you know how fine you look right now? So a lot of these it has to do with food. I don't know why, like our main topic was food, so a lot of these pickup lines have to do with like food related items. So that one's obviously a honeydew. Number 2, you're the apple to my eye. I don't know how Poke is gonna use any of these, but that's why it's a challenge. That's why it's a freaking challenge. Number 3, I think you and I will make an awesome pair. Oh my gosh. Number 4, your name must be Candy, because you're so sweet. Oh my god. This is gonna be so funny. I'm trying to imagine how Poke is even gonna try to do this, but oh my gosh, he's gonna have to use some freaking crazy creativity to do this. Number 5, what's all the buzz about? Oh, it must be you because you're beautiful. We had to have that one in there because obviously B is B. Oh my god. Number 6, you're my missing ingredient. I feel like this one he can easily incorporate into some sort of like conversation with B. Like it's easy. That's like a given. Like he has to use that one, right? Number 7, your name must be Coca-Cola because you're so delicious. Oh my freaking god, these are so freaking cheesy. Number 8, I was going to use a cheesy pickup line, but you're too Gouda for that. Oh my gosh, geez, you guys are crazy, man. All right, now these are the 2 that are kind of a little bit a little bit more mature, and we had to do this one because B loves Nutella. Number 9, are your legs Nutella? Because I would love to spread them. Jesus Christ. And number 10, girl, you must be working at Subway because you're giving me a footlong. Jesus. Oh my gosh, these are gonna be so bad. All these pickup lines have been provided by the community, and you must use at least 5 of them to try to convince B to stay on the north side. Excuse me. Failure to complete in this mission will result in some minor consequences. If you pass, I'll give you my elytro wings. If freaking he passes, if Poke somehow convinces B to stay on the north side, Poke will get a pair of my extra Elytra Wings. Like, that is literally, I am willing to give a pair of Elytra Wings for B to stay on here, but Poke has to convince her. Like, it's Poke's mission to try to convince B to stay on this side. Now it's up to Poke. Guys, make sure you tweet at Poke right now and like try to convince him, try to get him, give him some tips on convincing B to stay on the north side. I'm willing to give up a pair of my Elytra Wings, and it's just one of those things that has to be done. You know what I'm saying? It has to be freaking done. But guys, thank you for watching today's episode of the Cube SMP. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's episode. And if you guys did, I would appreciate if you guys hit that like button for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is DField. We'll see you guys later.